So good. Whether you know him as
Toronto's
king of comfort food, the Don of DuPont, or the Sultan of smoked meat, Toronto's food and restaurant scene isn't complete without Anthony Rose. He joins us this morning with some of his favorite recipes.
Indeed, from his new cookbook, The Last Schmaltz.
Schmaltz.
Morning, guys.
But
Morning.
Can I just say congratulations? You are such a staple part of the Six with 7 successful restaurants.
Thank you very much.
Ago right now. Now, I know that I love Fat Pasture because you know who told me about it?
Who?
Nia Vardalos. No big deal. My big fat Greek
cool,
wedding.
Man.
She's like, you have to go there.
Really?
They had the most amazing food. And you were raving about his ribs at the...
At Big
Crow.
Big Crow. Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting the name, but it's this funky little in behind People.
Yeah.
Which is not People anymore. I know you on the front of it as well.
Rose and Sons.
Rose and Sons. The diner.
And it's like going into somewhere down in Texas.
Yeah, it's cool.
There's
it's like you're not in
picnic
Toronto,
benches
right?
set up. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And the ribs are off the charts.
And guess what?
man.
You wanted the salsa verde recipe. It's all in this cookbook.
Sam, the girlfriend, emailed me and said, I need the recipe for it. So it's in there.
And you made this fun.
I made it fun, and I made you guys breakfast because you guys are so hungry, right?
Always.
Always.
Yeah.
I knew you were on, so I only had a little bit of oatmeal for
Talk to
breakfast.
us about the concept of the book a little bit.
So the concept of the book was like a little bit of me, a little bit of the restaurants, what went into making the restaurants, and obviously all of the food. And all of the food from each of the chapters comes like a specific time in my life. So it's very familiar. It's very nostalgic to me. So it was really easy to do.
So nice of you to share, because most chefs, they want to keep that stuff close.
You can have it all.
Make it at home or go to your resto. So what did you make, Roger?
I know, just a little something.
We started with
biggie.
the patty melt over here, which essentially is kind of like a grilled cheese sandwich on double caraway rye bread. We've got caramelized onions in there. We got cheddar cheese in there.
And you melt the cheese on the bread, not on the burger.
That's right. We melt the cheese on the bread. It's a patty melt, so it's not quite a burger, but it's not quite a grilled cheese. It's kind of like somewhere in between.
It's a grurger.
It's a grurger.
Grilled cheese burger. That looks
Oh my God, look
Raj,
at that.
you hungry?
Let's see.
You hungry, Raj?
Take a little...
There's like oohs and ahs everywhere here.
I don't know, that was weird.
Raj, you hungry?
Raj, you hungry? This is so beautiful. And it's simple ingredients, right?
Yeah, man. This is all stuff that, you know, I have in my house every day, so you can just kind of go with it.
I love that you said your guilty pleasure is PB&J.
Yeah.
Your go-to, right?
When I was a kid, I used to just eat it in the cupboard the whole time.
Yeah, I
You
get
live
it.
with it.
We're being
what
honest,
can you
right?
do with it, though, to make PB&J something a little more?
Oh,
I love it.
You pan fry it with, put a burger in the middle.
Oh my gosh,
Really?
elevate it. I get it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Raj, you have a line for this. I howled.
Look, giant popcorn.
Oh, giant popcorn. No, it's not. This thing created a
is the
craze.
thing.
Cauliflower is the new kale, thanks to you.
So we made this for Fat Pasha, and it starts with like a little bit of cauliflower, or like a whole head of cauliflower, right?
How did you get that nice roast brown on it?
We roast it in the oven.
Okay, at what temp?
So first we boil it, then we roast it in the oven, about like 400, 425. And now what we're going to do...
It comes with a giant steak knife, and it eats like a steak. Like, it's so good. Raj?
You drizzle. This is the drizzling part.
This is tahini. This is a very important part. This is the tahini.
With
And it's
yogurt?
Soom. No yogurt, just straight up tahini.
Okay.
So it's Soom tahini, which is out of, I think, Brooklyn or Philadelphia right now.
This thing was Instagram.
This is shkug. So
Shkug?
it's like cilantro and garlic and olive oil, a little bit of chili. Isn't that to
Guys,
die
it
for?
tastes so shkug. It does. This was the most Instagram. Was this the most Instagram thing you've ever made?
Yeah.
I feel like
you know,
it was.
you're lucky not to necessarily have an Instagrammable
Grammable.
post, but just
Right.
something that is gorgeous and just off the
Pomegranate,
charts.
So
right?
is that experimenting to get you to there? You decide you're going to mix those things in with cauliflower?
Yeah, they're all come from like the same part of the world, and they're all kind of like delicious things that go together. And then the most important thing right at the end, we just stick that right in.
Yes.
Very classy.
What was that, chef? What kind of...
Halloumi. So we've got pomegranates over here, pine nuts, skug, tahini, and halloumi.
Okay.
And you can do it without any one of these. You can add more of any one of these as well.
Raj, see, then you cut it like a steak. You do one of these.
You cut it like
This
a
ain't your
popcorn.
regular
You're
pork.
very...
Just
wow.
get into it. It's rustic, it's raw, and you have
It's
such
angry.
a cute... You get... work out your feelings.
Say it in the morning.
Okay, now what do we have here?
Okay, this is the Caesar salad. So it's our take on a Caesar salad. So we use Brussels sprouts that have been either deep fried or roasted, and then we've got raw Brussels sprouts and roasted Brussels sprouts. Some pickled onion in there as well.
Color.
Some more croutons as well.
Texture.
Yeah, texture and crunch and deliciousness.
Like, I don't
And
know
then
how you
some
master all these
Parmesan
recipes.
cheese.
Do you dream it up? Do you dream
No,
it up?
this was actually something
move
that
my
I came
coffee.
up with one of my chefs at Rose and Sons, Jesse Grasso.
Yeah.
And we kind of made it together, and it was really just kind of came out of his brain. It's just like it
Let's play
lived
around
on.
a little, see what works.
Yeah, well, I love Caesar salad, but like, how do you make it different? How do you make it kind of interesting? And how do you make it kind of like diner, which Rose and Sons was at the time? Although Rose and Sons now is a delicatessen.
Guys, go visit one of his 7 incredible restaurants. Go visit them all one by one and check out his book. It is called The Last Schmaltz. Raj, do you want to try the cauliflower
I'm
that
gonna
eats
try
like a
the
steak?
cauliflower?
Grab a piece.
While you're doing the cauliflower, I'm going to cut the red velvet
gonna
I
cake.
steal
touched
yours.
this one.
Well,
I
that's all
touched
right.
this one. Cheers.
Cheers.
We're all friends. And what's that, chef?
Red velvet cake.
Yeah, it is. Because it tastes so good. We'll be back with more BT.
After the break.